study under this relation, basic terminology, define a relation, representation of a relation, domain and range of a relation, inverse relation, and there are few important points which we are supposed to learn. So, basic terminology. So, ordered pair. First one is ordered pair. We have already studied in our earlier classes what is ordered pair. Ordered pair is nothing but a pair of elements grouped together in particular order. That means there is an order when we write x coordinate and y coordinate. Let us talk about two-dimensional object. Let any point the coordinate of x axis is 3 and coordinate of y axis is 5. So 3 and 5. If we are talking about this point, then 3 represents x axis and y represents y axis. So there is a certain sequence, like order. What is the order here? Here order is that x will always come first, followed by y. This is two dimension. If we have three dimension, then we'll add z also. So x followed by y followed by z. This is called an ordered pair. This x, y, z is called an ordered triplet, and when there are two, then we say it as ordered pair. For instance, here 2, 3. 2, 3, see 2, 3. Location of 2, 3 is denoted by A here. A is 2 and 3. Like 2 is x-axis, a distance from x-axis from the origin, and 3 is 3 representing any coordinate on y-axis. So 2, 3 is this value. Similarly, minus 1 and 6. Minus 1 and 6 obviously will be in second coordinate, and hence it is denoted by this b, minus 1 and 6. Minus 1 and 4, it will be in third quadrant. So these are all just the location of any ordered pair, which we have already studied, which is the name is little new. A pair of elements grouped together in a particular order. Particular order means if this is two dimensional, then we write x and then y. If it is three dimensional, then we say x, y, and z. Sequence is x, y, and z. Next point is Cartesian product. Cartesian product of two sets A and B is the set of all the ordered pair AB, where A belongs to capital A, the set A, and B belongs to set B. What does it mean? That means that it belongs to all set of ordered pair possible for two sets. Like here, Cartesian product of the given set is denoted by A cross B. This is very important thing. A cross B is the way we denote Cartesian product. Mathematically, we can write it as A cross B equals to AB, ordered pair AB, such that first pair belongs to capital A or set A and B belongs to set B. Let's take an example and understand what is this all about. Like A equals to PQR and B equals to 1, 2, 3. Then Cartesian product of A and B is given by how? See, this is the easiest way to understand what the Cartesian product is. Like is this A? This is A and these are the elements of A. P, Q, R and B set denote 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 are the elements of set B. So Cartesian product will be the product of first element of A and first element of B, first element of A and second element of B, first element of A and third element of B. So we can proceed as many elements we have. We can proceed accordingly. Here also second element of A and first element of B. Similarly, second element of Q, set A, which is Q only, Q, and second element of B, second element of A, and third element of B, and so on. So the set of these all values is A cross B, or Cartesian product of A and B. So when we write it as in an ordered pair, we write it as P1, P comma 1, where P represents first element of A set, and 1 represents first element of B set. P, first element of A set. 2 is second element of B set, and so on. So P3, Q1, Q2, Q3, R1, R2, R3. These are the elements possible in Cartesian. These are the sets, actually ordered set possible when A equals to PQR and B equals to 1, 2, 3. Let's take another example to understand this in a more appropriate way. Let A is 1, 2, 3 and B is 4 and 5. So let's see again. A is 1, 2, 3 and B is 4 and 5. The same way, first element, first element, first element and the second element and first element, second, second, third, first, third and second, like that. We just have to write the same way. The order is this way. We can write 1, 4 first, 2, 4 as a second ordered pair, 3, 4 third. It's up to us. There is no problem. Just as to be little clear and so that we don't forget anything, it's good to follow some sequence, nothing else. Otherwise, these can 1, 4 can be written here. It can be written here, 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 there, anywhere. But we need to have all the ordered pair. These sets should be there. These ordered pair should be there when we are defining any Cartesian product. When A is something and B is something. I hope it is clear now. So let's move further. Relation. So relation mathematically can be described as relation. We have to study how to link pair of objects from two sets and then introduce relations between them. So in order to define any relation, we need some definition. So what is the definition in maths? See, let A and B be two sets, then any relation R is normally a letter defined for relation from A to B. It's very important from where to where the relation is. A to B is a subset of A cross B. So A and B be the two sets, then any relation R from A to B is a subset of A cross B. That means any relation from set A to set B should be subset of the Cartesian product of A and B. Or R is a subset of AB such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So if A ordered pair AB belongs to any relation, then we write it as A RB, or we write it as A is related to B by a relation R. R is the relation here. So let us take an example so that we can understand it more proper way. Let A equals to 1, 2 and B equals to A, B and C. Then we have to prove that whether this is a, or we have to see whether this R is a relation from A to B or not. So let's check it out. Before finding out the relation, let us check what is the Cartesian product of A and B. Like A has two elements and B has ABC, three elements. So 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, 2C. We know how to find out Cartesian product of any two set. So now we check. The first pair is 1A. We have to check whether this R, the pair, belongs to Cartesian product or not. Let's check. 1A. 1 is the first order pair. Okay, that means it is there. So 1C. Let us see 1C is there or not. Yeah, 1C is also there. So that means this is also related. This is also an ordered pair. This can be disconformed. Similarly, 2B. 2B is there. Here is 2B. So 2B is also verified. Now 2C. 2C is also there. So we saw that all these four ordered pairs, they belongs to this Cartesian form. So if such case happens where all the ordered pairs belongs to Cartesian product of the given sets, then we say that that particular relation R is a relation from A to B. From A to B, if you are writing B to A, then it would be A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. B to A would be B to A. If you are writing B to A, it would be A1, then A2, then B1, B2, then C1. Let me erase something. So it is C1 and C2. C1 and C2. See here what is the difference? This is A Cartesian B. A to B. So first element set of A will always be first. See 1, 2, 2, 2, 2 like that. But when we are writing B Cartesian A, then elements of B will always be first. So A1, A2, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So we have to be very careful. A cross B will never be equal to B cross A. It's very important. We have to understand, and we have seen also that A cross B is different than B cross A. And in the given example, yes, this R is a relation from A to B. Graphical representation of relation. How to define a relation? We have roster form. Roster form is a relation when the relation is represented by ordered pairs. We have studied in chapter 1 also that ordered pair, if we are writing something in pairs, that means ordered pairs, then we can define a relation. We can find it how? If we have seen in last example also that it is possible if you are writing, let it be 2 and 3. If you are writing 2 and 3, that means 2 belongs to first set and 3 belongs to second set. So that means we can define easily with the ordered pair, we can define any relation. Next is set builder form. Set builder form also we have studied in chapter 1. The same thing. If relation R is defined, then R is equals to AB, ordered pair AB, such that A belongs to set A, B belongs to set B, and AB satisfies the rule which associates A and B, whatever rule we have. There are certain rules. We'll be doing some questions, then we'll understand these things more appropriately. Next is arrow diagram. Arrow diagram is the simplest way to represent any relation. This is a visual representation of a relation is called arrow diagram. Arrow diagram. Like here, A set is this, B set is this. Now, elements of A are 1, 2, 3, 4, and elements of B are 1, 8, 27, 64, 125. Now, 1 is related to 1, 2 is related to 8, 3 to 27, 4 to 64. 125 is not related with anything, so that's why it is left alone. So, this is the easiest way to represent any Cartesian form. This is nothing but R will be equals to 1, 1. Then second order pair is 2, 8. Third is 3, 27. And fourth is 64. So this is a relation which can be easily understandable by an arrow diagram. Okay, I have written, okay, it is here also, it's written, R is represented like that. Now, next is lattice. Lattice is nothing but a two-dimensional representation, the way we have studied till 10th. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, and in order to define any point, let it be 2, 3. So it is 2, 3, it is minus 1 and 6, and any value like this is 1 and minus 1. So like that we just put the dot and then encircle it, and then we write the ordered pair value. Like it is sorry, plus 1 and minus 1, like that, and so on. So this is the lattice representation of relation. Domain and range, they are very important uh, thing to understand here. They are very important thing. Now, domain, because this is indirectly related to the chapter calculus, which we are going to study further in future. So, in order to understand calculus, we need to understand these all basics. So, domain is nothing but a set of first first element of ordered pair. So, whatever ordered pair is written, like 2, 3, if we are writing like 1 and 1 and 2, suppose 1 and 2, sorry, 1 and 2, suppose. So 1 will always be domain, will come under domain. Similarly, 2 will be range. So range is the second element of ordered pair and domain is the first element. Let's see the example. If R is a relation and such that minus 4, 6 and minus 1 and minus 2 are ordered pair, then minus 4 and minus 1, they are domains, while 6 and minus 2 are range. So we have understood very nicely now. Domain is a set of first element of ordered pair, and while range is the set of or sorry second element. So domain, range, and codomain. Codomain. So domain is nothing but the thing which are paired already to this section. I mean, set A is 1, 2, 3, 4. So from all the elements which has some relation to other set, they all belongs to domain, and range is the one all set of all those which are linked with some number. Like 1 is already linked with this, related with this. 8 is related with 2, 27 with 3, 264 with 4. So this is the set for range. This is the range set. And codomain. Codomain is a new name which we will study in functions also. Codomain is nothing but all the set of B, all the set of second set, all the elements of second set. Sorry. So here 125 is not related to any element, still it is a part of codomain. Why? Because 125 is also one of the element of set B. Inverse relation means ulta. Ulta relation in the sense range will be domain and domain will be range. So let's see the mathematical, let's see the example first, then we'll see the see its definition. If R equals to 1 to 4, 7, minus 9 and 0, if there is a relation R from P to Q, then inverse is given by inverse. Inverse is represented by R raised to minus 1 is equals to, see, 2 becomes 1, 1 becomes 2. 2 becomes 1, 1 becomes 2. So it just swap the value. Similarly, this is also, after swapping value, it will be 7, 4. It will be 0 minus 9. So this is inverse of relation. Inverse is nothing but domain of the relation will become range and range will become domain. If A and B be the two non-empty sets and R is a relation from A to B, then the inverse of relation R from B to A is defined as B to A. Why? Because it is inverse of it. So that's why it is represented as R raised to minus 1, and it is defined as BA such that AB belongs to R. If AB belongs to R, then BA belongs to R inverse. It's written here. So R inverse or inverse relation is nothing but the swapping of domain and range. We'll be studying further about inverse. Now, the important parts, let's do recap first quickly. Two ordered pairs are said to be equal if and only if corresponding first element are equal and so the second element. What does it mean? If x and y equals to, let it be minus 1 and minus 5, then x will be equals to minus 1 and y will be equals to minus 5. If these two are equal, if these two ordered pairs are equal. So, okay, there's an example, that is ordered pair AB equals to CD if A equals to C. Yes, why? Because the domain should be equals to domain and range should be equals to range. So if A equals to C and B equals to D, then we say it as in vice versa also we can say, uh, if A equals to C and B equals to D, then we can say that these ordered pair AB is equal to CD. That is also possible. And it's to be important thing to be noted that A, B should belong to different sets. They should not belong to the same set. A and C should be from one set and B and D should belong to another set. Relation is not possible within the set. If there are P element in a set and Q element in set another set, then we say it as PQ, total number of element in Cartesian form, Cartesian product A and B are PQ. A and B is nothing but A set, let's set A, and another set, let it be B. So the Cartesian form, the total number of element in Cartesian will be denoted by PQ, product of the set numbers, elements. The total number of relation that can be defined from A to B is the number of possible subset of A. This is called as total relation. We have already seen that relation is defined as the subset of Cartesian product. So that is nothing but total number of relation, which is 2 raised to PQ. 2 raised to PQ. 2 raised to PQ is the total number of relation that can be defined from A to B. These are the elements. These are the total number of relations. Both are different, but they are very, very closely. So we have to be, they are very, very, their confusion is little bit in some way. So you have to understand it very fine way. Next is if A or B. If A is related to B, then B is also called